Good morning. How is everyone? Happy Friday. Happy July 31st. All the things. Okay, let me just pop this in a couple places and we'll be good to go. All right, when you guys hop on, oops, say hello. And let's see here. Okay, so perfect. We're gonna do a really easy kind of simple glam today. I'm gonna start with a little bit of makeup primer. We're gonna use a full coverage foundation today. This has SPF 15 in it, so you get a little bit of SPF, sun protection factor. Hi, Jess. We're gonna use just like really easy, light kind of makeup because I'm gonna be home all day, but I have to be really productive. And that is sometimes very difficult for me when I'm not feeling it. So first things first is a little bit of makeup primer. Go in with that. Doses itself so you don't have to worry about putting too much on. And just rub it right in. I do it all over my lids, my face, my lips, the whole 9 yards. Just make sure that you work it in really nice. Good morning, Mandy. My voice is cracking. What the heck? All right. All right, so liquid foundation, if you need to get color matched, just do hashtag color match in the comments below or shoot me over a message and we can get that done. Today is the last day to become a preferred customer for free. It's normally $29, but this month ending tonight, it is free. So what being a preferred customer means is that you get 20 to 40% off everything on the website, free shipping, free gifts, and just like exclusive savings and sales and stuff like that. Good morning, Terry. So when you put the primer on your face, just let it sit for a minute or two until it feels dry and it doesn't feel like glossy anymore on your fingers. I'm going with the Perfecting Liquid Foundation in the shade Honey Beige. And I'm just gonna put a full pump of that on the back of my hand. You can see how it's kind of running down. This is what we call a water weight foundation.
I got dressed.
You got dressed? Perfect. Did you put your pajamas in front of the laundry machine for me? Because I'm also washing laundry. We're doing all the things today. Anyway, this is a water weight foundation, which means that it's light and it's going to be more of like a high definition foundation. You're not going to see that cakiness and that heaviness on your skin. You're just going to get the pigment from the foundation. Okay. Yes, sir.
Which where is?
I need you to put it in front of the laundry machine where I do the laundry.
Okay.
You know, in the man cave.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Eco Tools sponge. I just washed this with hot water and hand soap, and I'm just gonna go in and dab this on. Hi, Amy. And just kind of press it into my skin to blend it out. And you can see how natural the coverage is. This is a buildable foundation, so if you wanna go in and be super bougie and heavy, you absolutely can. But this foundation, the reason that I switched over here was just because it is so lightweight, but still great coverage. It didn't look like I was wearing a costume or like theatrical makeup. I really felt like it was just looking like me. Good morning, Michelle. It blends out. It's hypoallergenic. That's another thing. I have really sensitive skin. So Arbonne bans over 2,000 chemicals that the US FDA allows into our products that end up on drugstore shelves and stuff like that. So we even ban more chemicals than the European Federation does. Look at that. That's just one squirt of foundation. And that's also why I put it on the back of my hand as opposed to squirting it all over my face. I feel like I use less product then, and I'm personally one that goes for as little product as possible. That way you don't get creasing and all that kind of stuff that you don't want. All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of color back into our face because we kind of erased it out doing foundation, and I'm gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer. This is our Glow On bronzer. It's absolutely amazing, primarily because it doesn't make me look red or orange, and I tend to pull really warm colors on my skin. This just gives me sort of like a bronzy glow. And I'm just gonna go in starting on my cheekbone, right underneath it, and blend up towards my hairline. I try not to go too far forward because that always lands me up into my mouth and then it looks like, it does the opposite of contouring. It makes me look fluffier. So just kind of like light round circles heading back towards your hairline, right on that cheekbone area. And then I'm gonna do my forehead. Just kind of tailor it in a little bit. And then my jawline. A little instant lipo. Free liposuction, courtesy of bronzer. And I do blend it down my neck a little bit, just the way that you would contour your face. I blend it down a little bit further on the sides and less so in the center, and it sort of sculpts in your neck. I wish someone had told me that when I was in middle school, when I thought that your foundation should just end like right here, and then my face was a totally different color than the rest of my body. And it was cool, you know, it was cool. All right, I'm just gonna go in with a smaller brush and just kind of go down the sides of my nose with that same bronzer. Kind of contour that puppy in. I like to use this straight brush, this angled brush when I do it, because it allows me to get a straighter line, which for some reason I constantly struggle with when I contour my nose, is getting a straight line. And we're gonna blend that out, don't worry. It's not gonna look like that for the long haul. Okay. Blending. All right. So let's go in and do, I'm gonna do my highlight last, which means my bright powder shade. I wanna just kind of do a couple of other things first. I'm gonna go in with and do my eyebrows. So I use two products to do my brows every day. I use a brow pencil, either the light or the medium, and then I use the light medium brow cream. The reason for that is simply because I like the way that the pencil fills in my brow, but when I go over it with the brow cream, it gives me like a microbladed effect. And if you don't have a ton of eyebrow hairs, it doesn't make it look cartoonish like you just drew on your face. Good morning, Rach. Hi, Nicole. All right, I'm just taking the little spoolie end of my brow pencil, and I'm taking the light brow pencil and doing a line from the front to the back. And on the top, same thing, a line from the front to the back. I do grab the little baby hairs that naturally live right on the top of my brow. And it gives me a more pronounced arch, which I like an arch. It allows my children to know that I'm serious when I give them a dirty look for whatever shenanigan they're doing. Good morning, Dolly. How are you? All right, let's go over here and then we'll go in with the brow cream.
Mom?
Yes, sir.
We unlocked the secret panda level.
Uh-huh.
Called Panda Plateau.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny. So
Get ready, this will take a while.
kind of like caption below the level,
Uh-huh.
aka like the objective,
Okay.
is pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
Like panda
Yep.
dash monium.
Yes, sir.
It's hilarious.
I love it.
We must save the pandas.
I get minute by minute Minecraft updates when I'm not downstairs. They'll come find me and tell me what's going on in Minecraft. Hi, Christina. Hi, Jacqueline. All right, so brows are on. So I'm gonna go in with the brow cream because honestly, that is just probably one of my favorite products. It gives me like a true microbladed look on my brow. We got in the habit of saying, yes, sir, when he took Taekwondo. And when he took Taekwondo, he had to, you know, whenever anyone in the Taekwondo studio address you, you had to say, yes, sir, no, sir, thank you, sir. So we got in the habit of talking like that at home to get Chase in the habit of talking like that at school or at Taekwondo school. And now we can't break it. So whenever the kids address me, I'm always like, yes, sir. I mean, there's no yes, ma'am that comes back at me, but you know, I feel like at any point, if I just stick with the program, maybe there will be, right? A girl can dream. I have an emerging zit here, but we're going to cover that up with powder. It's going to be fine. Everything's fine. All right. So speaking of that, I'm going to go in with my loose foundation powder in the shade Ivory. This is one of my favorite ways to contour. I love our pressed powder, but I have to say that our loose foundation powder is my favorite only because it goes on really, really, really silky. And it literally just becomes kind of a second skin. So I'm going to take that same Eco Tools sponge that I dampened and used to blend out my foundation with, and I'm going to put a little bit under here. Hi, Kate. And just pack that on my under eye very loosely. And you can see how it just brightens that area up. So if you're someone who struggles with creasing or just kind of noticing your under eye fine lines, we all have them. Like a 20-year-old is going to have them. They're going to be less noticeable, but use a little bit of powder that has a great pigment to it as opposed to going in heavy with a cream concealer, because that will inevitably have to be set with a powder, and eventually you're just going to be drawing more attention to that area with all the product on it. So that's my 2 cents. I really feel like it works. Not every powder is going to give you the same finish though. You want something really silky because some powders are going to look really powdery in the end, and you don't want that. I'm just going along the sides of my nose to kind of complete that contour, and down the center of my nose. I'm gonna go on my forehead and brighten that guy up. My chin. My remaining blemish over there, and right on my lower jawline. Kind of snatch in that contour. I'll be ready to order Monday. I haven't forgotten a few more things too. Perfect, Dolly, no worries. All right, I'm gonna let that sit, and then I'm gonna do my eye makeup and just kind of dust that off when we're done. I want to go in with, let's do the Cherry Blossom palette. So this is 40% off right now, and it's a fabulous palette. I love it. I love pink colors anyway. I just think it's really flattering and kind of fun. I'm gonna go in with a light shade first, the shade Blossom, sort of like a pinkish lilac. And I'm gonna put that all over my lid, just really lightly. A little goes a long way. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Branch, which is like, sort of like a brownish pink. And just do this right in the back corner. I'm off to get my hair done. It's been 6 months. Oh my gosh, Dolly. It's gotta be down to your knees at this point. I can't wait to see it when it's done. Send me pictures. Okay. Just smoke it out a little bit. All right, and this corner. Hi, Alyssa. And then I'm going to take what I have left on this and just dust it on my lower lash line. And we will clean it up when we dust off this powder. All right, let's do I want to do eyeliner? Yes or no? Good morning. Hi, Jasara. I'm having an existential eyeliner crisis. Let's do it. Why not? You only live once, right? Let's go in the shade Carob, one of my favorites. I'm just going to do a really natural looking brow liner. Yes, basically it gets caught in my butt crack. Well, you know what? I would love to have that problem. My hair does not grow past my shoulders, which is why it's short. So take one for me. Keep it long and in charge. Good morning. All right, so this is the shade Carob. It's like a mahogany brown. And it's one of my favorites if you don't want to go black. You want something just slightly brighter. Go with the Carob. And I'm going to take and just kind of feather it out a little bit. That's what I love about these pencils. They're so creamy. I'm just going to give it like a smudged look. Hi, Sonia. Okay. But you're so pretty, you don't need long hair to be gorgeous, my love. Ugh. You do worlds for my self-esteem, Dolly. You know, extensions are fun. They're just a pain in the neck to take care of, and I don't have the patience, and I'm a scalp toucher, so that's why I can't do extensions. Your goodies shipped. Wow, that was quick. All right, so that was the shade Carob for the eye pencil. Let's go in with a little bit of Speaks Volume mascara and get those lashes right, and then we'll dust off this powder. Oh, this is a dirty mirror. I can't see anything in that. All right. So the other day, Justin took a towel out of our linen closet that I hadn't re-washed in my new laundry soap that I made. And it was done in the old laundry soap that had the chemical in it that I'm now allergic to. And I started to get like all the symptoms back. So if there was ever a time for me to go through the entire linen closet and re-wash everything, it's right now. I mean, it's not right now because I don't have the time for it, but it's on my to-do list. And I don't know if anybody else does this, but I love to-do lists just so I can cross things off and feel really accomplished. And if I am crossing things off of my to-do list and I notice that there was something I did, but that I didn't write it down, I will write it down just so I can cross it off. I'm pretty sure that that's some kind of toxic trait, and there's a psychologist somewhere that has a name for whatever I do, but I'm just keeping it real. I really do that. All right, second coat. Make sure that you get all those little baby lashes on the inside corner. And I just kind of hold my wand right up against the lash and just kind of bend it, and it gives me a little bit more lift. Again, hypoallergenic, vegan, cruelty-free, soy, dairy, gluten, paraben-free, non-GMO, all of the things in all of our products, not just our nutrition, but our skincare, our makeup, our hair care, our body products, our baby line, everything. Hi, Nicole. I'm not going to do lashes on the bottom. It's been decided. I'm not gonna do it. All right, let's go in and dust off my loose powder. I'm just using a brush that's got nothing on it before we go in with our blush. But do you see how it just brightens that area up so nicely, and it doesn't leave creases? It does not leave a crease. That's why I love the loose foundation powder. It is my jam. My jam. I am gonna add a little bit more bronzer though, because it's Friday. We should all have a margarita this evening and toast to August coming, and hopefully no more murder hornets or meth gators or, you know, whatever the next thing to come is. We don't want it. Go elsewhere. All right, I'm going in with the shade Blossom in blush, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of pink to my cheeks. A little healthy flush goes a long way. And I've been trying to do a better job of not going too far forward with my blush and sticking towards the middle of my eye and back, which if you think blush, you think immediately your cheeks. But I watch a lot of TikTok and the people on it say don't do it. And TikTok is where I get my information now, so that's what we're doing. All right, super simple lip, and it's gonna be using products that you already have for the most part. So we're gonna go in with lip liner in the shade Peach. I'm going to go in with my moisturizing lipstick in the shade Flush. This is the Cherry Blossom, so it's 40% off. I'm gonna ombre it out with a little bit of concealer, and then I'm gonna go over the top of it with Primrose lip gloss, just for like a really pretty glossy lip. I didn't do a ton of makeup today. I feel like what I did looked pretty natural, so I wanna keep my lip looking the same way. So Peach lip liner is going to be the least noticeable lip liner that you could possibly use. It is literally the color of my lips. It allows me to just shape my lips a little bit more, add a little more fullness. It's everything. So I just overline in the center on the bottom. And the center on the top. Just in those two places. And then I'm going to tailor it back up towards the inside corner or the outside corner. And this is going to pull everything back in so that the center will look more exaggerated because the insides look smaller. Can you tell I have a thing for big lips? Because that really come out yet? All right, so lipstick in the shade Flush. This is a moisturizing lipstick. It's perfect on its own, but of course I can't leave anything alone. I like to modify and show you how you can take products that you have and just edit them a little bit. All right, so lipstick in the shade Flush, and now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer in the shade Light and put it right on my fingertip. And we're gonna blend it into the center of my lip. Just like that, and let it dry. The whole idea with lips is to get your lips to stay on all day and not smudge out, as you want to use a lip liner, and you want to not put too much product on and let things dry in layers so that they set better. All right, and then we're gonna go in with the shade Primrose in Gloss, which is one of my favorites. A glossy lip, especially in the center, looks bigger. It's so funny, up until a few years ago, I spent my entire life trying to minimize things. Minimize your waist, minimize your butt, minimize your thighs, minimize your chest. And now everybody's like, and this is how I make my butt look huge. And this is how I make my lips look enormous. It's just funny. It's funny because it's true. I'm just gonna go in with a little more bronzer. Obviously I have an issue. Okay, and where did I put my sponge? You guys, I have a real problem. I had a sponge, it was green. Oh, here it is. It's on my feet. Okay, I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that ivory loose powder and I'm gonna pop it right underneath my eyes just to make sure it looks really clean and bright. Sometimes, like I said, I just go a little bit further up on my cheek than I want to go, or that I think at the end looks good. So I just take a little bit more of that loose foundation powder in the shade Ivory. I'm just gonna pop it right under here and make sure everything looks nice and bright. And that's another reason I love to use the powder, Also, if you put it on your smile lines, they kind of disappear a little bit better. The more you know. What was I saying? Oh, this is why I like using powder as opposed to cream for concealer, because when you use powder, you can go back in and edit it a little bit better. Whereas if I used cream and set it, I could not go back in and make edits to it because it would get like all gummy and weird. And we're not here for gummy and weird. We don't want it. If it's gummy and weird, you can keep it. I'm just gonna blend this out and make sure that I don't look like way too highlighted. Okay. And then last but not least, we're gonna go in with a little bit of our Let It Set Refreshing Spray and just seal the deal for the day. This literally makes your makeup so glowy, even if it's powder. And I know people don't get it, like powder can't glow. Powder can glow. I'm here to let you know. A little bit of extra. Okay. I'm back to my to-do list now. So if you guys have any questions, remember today is the last day to sign up as a preferred customer for free shipping, free gifts, 30 days healthy living, 18-piece makeup kit. Anything in a set is 40% off, and then all individual products are going to be 20% off for you. So shoot me over a message. Let me know what you need. If you're looking for new makeup, if you're looking for a skincare regimen to get you back on track after, you know, not washing off your makeup this summer or being out in the sun too much, we have a skincare system for everyone. I love you guys, and I will see you back here later.